Hello guys and welcome to Mark Shrimp Tanks. Today we're going to take a whirlwind tour of my shrimp room because guys, I've been really sick recently. I have this Graves' disease thing again and it's affecting my arm. You can probably see I'm shaking a little bit. So I didn't really have a video for today and I thought let's just do a quick room tour. Let's go over all the tanks and stay to the end as well because we have a development with their orange eye blue tiger blue velvet tank as well. And there's something extra special. If you don't follow my live streams, there's quite a big improvement to my room that will basically increase my shrimp tank amount by double. Stay tuned. Okay, here we have my green tub and it has orange eye blue tiger mishlings in it. You probably can't really see anything in here. You might be able to see the odd shrimp. This is my painted fire red tank and this one is just getting better and better and better actually. The amount of shrimp in here there's probably up to 1,000 plus shrimp in this tank. On a sad note, there was a death in here recently, and I think it was Brutus, one of the fan shrimp. Unfortunately, he was dead, and I found him in the morning just lying here. And this is the absolutely fantastic thing about Spixie snails, guys, is they had already eaten half of his body. I only have two of them in here, and they had eaten half of his body, which means his body was not going to start polluting the tank. Changes in this tank, apart from having a ton of algae because I feed it so much, is we have added frog bait to this, just to see if it can outcompete the algae. And I can see it is actually already. There's still a lot of string algae in here, but there is the Bucephalandra is starting to come out. You see it? So that's a good thing. These next couple of tanks are just exploding with life and shrimp. I have these on a regimented feeding regime, which I will share with you guys eventually at some time. You can see there's like a couple hundred zebra pintos in here, looking awesome. These are my wine reds. These are my Project Red tank. Actually, it's not just my wine reds. There's more types of shrimp in here than just wine reds. There's Missouri crowns, ruby reds. What I think I'm going to do, guys, as well is I'll talk about this a little bit nearer the end of the video because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Steels and blues, looking good. You can see how much biofilm I have in the tank here. This is to do with my regimented feeding schedule as well, which I will share with you sooner or later. These guys have been getting a ton of food. This is why there's such a big clump of algae here. Lots and lots of them. There's lots of babies as well all over the place. This is a favourite with the ram's horn snails, as you can see. Tank is doing awesome. It probably needs a water change. This tank is doing very, very well as well. All my tanks are doing just really, really good. I'll try and go slowly here so you guys can just see the shrimp. Before I turn the video on, I just quickly chucked in a piece of food as well, just so you guys can see what would come to the front. Hopefully it's not too blurry. Tons of Sawasa tank. I do have a little project idea for this tank coming up quite soon. But I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to pull it off. Right? I want to put like a bridge in here with all the Sawasa tang. Right? I want to tidy it up a little bit because it's just becoming an overgrown mess. What is that there? That is so cool. I've never seen one like that before. It is some kind of tiger, but it is all black stripes. I'll have to come back and look at this one. Never seen a shrimp like that before. So the plan in here was to eventually change this over to a decent sized canister filter, remove this and remove that. Right, and because I have other places that I need to put these filtration sets with the sponge filters. So have a look down here. Not really much to see because it is so overgrown with duckweed again. About 3 weeks ago I did quite a nice video on my cold tub shrimp, and I think it's about time we address this issue with the duckweed, which will probably again be another video. I think what I'll do, guys, is I'll do a dedicated video for this and we'll remove all of the duckweed. I know I'm saying that like it's going to happen and I have tried to do it before, but we need to really remove it because it's just, where's the shrimp? You see what I mean? I did it in this one last week in the little cherry shrimp tank. I removed all of it because it was covering the surface, and this tank is pretty nice. It's probably in a neglected little spot here. So this is one we'll have to try and fix as well. red zebra pintos, loads and loads of them in here. These guys seem to appreciate the regimented feeding schedule I have. Regimented, guys, just means I've figured out how much to feed my shrimp at certain times of the day, right? So these guys are all being fed twice a day now. Normally I would feed them like once every second day, but now I'm feeding them every 12 hours at least. Normally what I do is when I get up in the morning, I will feed them, and then 12 hours later I'll feed them again. And this could be a powdered food or a pellet food. You can see the results. There's lots and lots of shrimp. If I had more time, which we might have in the future, we might try and go away from 2 feedings a day to maybe 3 or 4 feedings a day, just to see what we can do. Let's see. Orange-eyed tigers. These guys are doing really well, actually. Lots of the girls are buried again, which is really nice to see. The tank probably needs a little bit of a filter clean. You can see how slow the pump is pumping. Pumpity pump. Orange-eyed blue tigers. Again, I have news on these guys coming up shortly as well. If I remember, that is. I'm so bad. My memory is like a net. Basically, you put stuff into it and it just flows straight back out again. Right, so these guys are doing good. I think I want to split up the rusties and put them in their own separate tank, because they're so nice. I think they deserve their own tank. Okay, so their own tank will be going up here. I already have a space here for them. I've just to buy the tanks basically. I'll fix all this wiring. We're going to remove all these overflows as well. I've already paid for little bits of glass to be made, and we're going to silicone glass on the inside. This will also be happening here as well, because I really don't have a need for these anymore. Right, so these will be getting removed. This grey pipe will also be getting removed. CBS Crystal Black tank is doing nice. Lots and lots of shrimp, lots of variation in there. This is a new little tub. This is not its permanent position, but it's just somewhere I put my blue ram's horn snails. There's also blonde orange-eyed blue tigers in here as well. Looking good, looking good. Crystal red tank is doing good. I have to fix this light in here, because I have an issue of it where it's really shadowy. You will see here the shadows in the front, so the light is too far back, right? And the issue is, the way I have it sitting here is the piece of wood can't go past this pipe here, right? So this is going to be removed anyway, but what I'll do is I'll fix that soon as well and bring the light to the front so there's no more shadows. Oh, I'm getting out of breath. Oh. So I just had to take a pause there just for a second, because I was getting so out of breath. This is one of the things that you get when you have Graves' disease. You become very fatigued. It's very easy for you to become out of breath, right? So if I ever have to pause a video like that, please excuse me, right? So we have new lights here. I don't know how good they will be. The red and the blue LEDs. This little Nepenthe seems to quite like it though. It's come on quite a bit. Good news in this tank is I've actually added a little filter to the back. It's one of my smallest filters. You can probably just see it in here. This is not part milli, it's even smaller than a part milli. And the reason I put this in here, guys, is because I wasn't sure that the female in here, there's a big Michelin female, I wasn't sure if her young had survived because she was buried. Right, I did see her like a month later, and I couldn't really see any young, but there is actually young in here. There's actually one of them sitting here, but they're very clear, which is a little bit disappointing, but I'm not sure if future generations will be the same, right? So we had a orange-eyed blue tiger male in here, 2 males, and we had a big tangerine tiger Michelin, right? So that is the parents. And so far all I've seen is just little tangerine tiger-ish looking young. Okay, but hopefully it will produce something really nice. I think it will eventually. Alright, let's go on to the piece de resistance, because this tank has turned around quite a bit since I last posted. You'll be able to see here on the gravel, babies here, 2 babies there, adults, babies, more babies, babies at the back. And this is where I was putting my orange-eyed blue tigers, right? Let's not get these mixed up, right? We have royal orange-eyed blue tigers in here. They also have rusty blue tigers in here that will be going up here, right? And these are the normal blue tigers, orange-eye blue tigers, right? So I know that might confuse a lot of you with my lovely linguistic skills. But these guys have turned the corner, I think, because I noticed fresh, young babies in here yesterday, like really, really small ones. Right? So these are a previous batch, all these little ones that you see here, right? And the small ones, and the good thing is, here, I'm not sure you guys will see this. This is a female here, right at the end of my finger. And she's also buried. I've noticed there's quite a few of the females here in here are buried. So, why is there a turnaround? Who knows? Right, but the big deal is, like here, you can see, one at the front is an orange-eye blue tiger. The one at the back is a blue diamond shrimp, right? So, the tigers in this setup are thriving. The other thing you probably will notice as well is Malaysian trumpet snails. There's lots and lots of them. This could be something that's fixed the cycle properly. If you can hear kind of a hollow there, it's because I have a tank next to me, which you will see in a second. But this tank so far has turned the corner for the blue orange-eye tigers. Alright, it would be awesome to see some of the blue diamonds. I've called these shrimps the wrong name for such a long time, but they're actually blue diamonds. They're not blue velvets, they're not blue dreams. They're blue diamonds, right? So hopefully we will see some young from them as well, because I do know there's like 1 or 2 females still alive in here from them. Not much has changed. This is all going to get changed pretty soon as well, because I have a new rack. I don't know if you guys will have seen this before. I have a new rack here. We're going to put a 100-litre tank here. It's going to be split in the middle with a divider. Another 100-litre tank here as well. It's going to be 2 40-litre tanks on the top as well. 40 litre, 50 litres plus. These are actually 55 or something like that. Right? So we're going to get 2 on the top, 2 here, 2 100 litres, right? And that gives me tons and tons more space. And the awesome thing about this, guys, is my first 2 sets of shrimp that we will be getting that are going to be new are going to be Sulawesi. In this tank, we're probably going to black out the corner on this side here and this side. And we're going to have a Sulawesi set up here. That light at the back there will probably come over here as well. On this side we have, this one is going to be special. It's going to be a Halocardina Red Hawaiian Opaule shrimp tank, this one. Right, and I plan to do a lot of it with lava rock. Right, so we have lots and lots of lava rock to order. And then we're going to add, basically I want this tank, guys, to look like a rock pool. Right, so we're going to have lava rock on at least 2 of the sides to give it that look. That when you look in, it looks like an enclosed environment. Lava rock, maybe blasting sand on the bottom. That will be it. I still haven't made my mind up on exactly what type of shrimp I'm going to put in the bottom ones, because I quite fancy having a natural shrimp tank in the bottom section. This will be the wild crayfish that I have here. In case you guys didn't know, I live right next to a river. My house is literally 10 meters from the river, and we have European crayfish in there, right? So that is the plan. Okay guys, so I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I know it's a little bit short, but I'm not really up to making videos recently, right? So that's why I didn't stream last week as well. In case you didn't notice, I do stream. I'll probably try and stream tomorrow, right? So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy shrimp keeping, guys.